Thanksgiving morning, 4:14. Temperatures were nicely above freezing. I don't know what they were, but it was pleasant outside right now, which is nice. Look at that hair. Uh, Thanksgiving. I know as of recent history, it's become controversial, like everything else. It's unfortunate that a holiday where we're giving thanks has become controversial, but it is nonetheless. But it still offers us time, no matter what we gather for, to sit amongst each other, look around the room, look in the faces of our families and loved ones and whatnot, friends, and be thankful. There's been plenty of years where it was kind of an illusion, my thankfulness. I was just getting by, or I was struggling somewhere else in some dark realm, if you will. But as I look back, I've always had reason to be thankful. As a young, even in my childhood, we weren't rich people by any means, but when we gathered for the holidays, we were very rich. We had huge family gatherings, of over, for us they were huge, well over 30 people, with all the cousins and everything, and that was great when you were a kid. And as I got older and as a young man, I had to search my heart and search my mind a little more, I think, to find the things I was thankful for. You take, I think at that point in your life, in your early 20s, you take a lot of stuff for granted, and you're failing a lot, quite honestly. You're trying a lot of things and you're failing a lot and you're struggling. So it's a hard time, I think, for folks to find, quote unquote, thankfulness. It was probably when I met my wife and her and I, our relationship really took off, that it kind of come back around to being thankful, genuinely thankful for things. Our relationship started great, and it's always been great, but I had a accident and I had some health issues about 3 years into our relationship that really laid me out. And my wife has always been there to take care of those things that I couldn't, and I became early on very thankful for her love for me and her assistance, even before we were married. Now, as the years have gone by and we've struggled through early marriage and raising young kids and being broke, and I think of the times that we scraped by where we had no fuel for the heating in the house, or we had no real groceries other than bread, cars that just didn't run, everything that normal young families struggle with, struggling to buy diapers because they're so damn expensive. Looking back at those moments, if I wasn't thankful, I ought to have been very thankful, because those were the times that were really, really tough. Now I'm a little bit older. My kids are a little bit older. I see reasons to be thankful all around me. The health of my family members, my health as it wanes, and joy in my children, watching them play with their puppies or watching them play in the yard on the ATV. I have a lot to be thankful for, and it's really good to just take a moment and pause and think about those things from time to time. We bless our meals, and we often thank the Lord for the very things that are in our day to day. In those moments, day to day, as we're having dinner or whatever. But to sit down undistracted and just genuinely think about, where you've come. Maybe you've come from high and you're down low right now, or maybe you came from down low and you're up high right now. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, and but it's just a moment, right? It's not eternity. So be thankful for that moment in your life. If it's a tough road you're hoeing right now, be thankful that your strength is getting you through. Be thankful that your perseverance is seeing you through, that your patience is seeing you through. You could be thankful for those things. If you're, when I was broke, I was thankful for the feeling that I didn't need these things, that money, money and material things. I always felt relatively comfortable just having what I needed, and then let the rest come as it may. But now I'm 45, about to turn 46, and I've had lots and lots of opportunities to think about thankfulness, and I think at no point in my life prior to this Thanksgiving have I ever been so thankful. Time is gonna be getting tough, it really has been rough economy, rough dealing with inflation and everything like that. But I'm thankful that the Lord has seen myself and my family through these tough times, and even help us to flourish a bit, right? So for what it's worth, I don't know where you'll be today, or who you may dine with, or who you may not dine with. But wherever you are, whatever your situation is that you're going through, whatever, try to find a moment and just think about where you're coming and where you're going, and the things that you can be thankful for. It really will change, I think, your attitude for the day, because even if you're lower than low right now, you can hang your head on the fact that you're in the game still, right? You haven't given up. You're in the game. You're out there listening to people speak. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're hearing other people talk, but try to find thankfulness in everything you got. And for the folks that are really truly blessed and blessed beyond their means and everything, be thankful too. Don't forget what it took to get there. Don't forget, how fragile it is to remain there. We're all just one accident or unfortunate medical bill away from being broke anyhow. But yeah, I guess that's just me rambling on. My 2 pennies is there's a fella from I think they're called the LFR family, maybe it said. Yeah, LFR family, but the guys, he'll say that from time to time. He'll be like, that's my 2 pennies worth or whatever, but that's my 2 pennies worth. Be thankful. I'm thankful for anyone that watches this video. Thankful if you give me a thumbs up. So have a blessed day, and and just thank you guys for taking time out and being a part of something that for me is bigger than just making videos, you know. So peace.